What's going on, everyone? This is Gainz Gaming. Today we have another city that we are zeroing. You can see this is the initial report. So he has a little bit of resources, not a ton, but he has over 2 million troops. This is a city that we wanted to rally, but it was like right in the middle of their territory. So we just decided to come over here and swarm it instead. He has 32 million power. So it's not a ton of power, and he does have a Richard Ethel as his garrison. So I wanted to make sure that we were in the right positioning for this as well. So I'm going to end up moving over one of my marchers to tank it. And so I was going to go up on the top there, but then we have a guy teleport to the bottom. And so then I realized, crap, this guy's going to swarm all of our marches down. And he was 65 million power, so I wasn't really too worried. But thankfully my ally saw this as well. And so I'm going to move over my Scipio, because I know that's all T5 infantry. And I'm going to tank with my Scipio instead. And so I knew that he was going to start coming over and hitting our marches, so we just had to jump right into it. You can see my Scipio is taking the brunt of the damage there. And unfortunately, my troops go over right into the AoE, which really sucks. But we do start swarming this guy down. Like I said, 32 million power. And so we are just going to try to get this guy down as fast as possible. Full knowing that we are going to get swarmed down here because more people are going to teleport in and continue to, swarm us down and make sure that we can't do this. So we are going to try to get as much damage on the city as possible. You can see this is most likely a farm account because it has basically no kill points at all. And so we are going to completely swarm this guy down. Unfortunately, we aren't able to fully zero this guy right away. So we actually will have a couple rallies coming here as well after this swarm, in which we will have to, launch a couple rallies because at the end of the day, we just had people coming in. Krypton from 2520 actually teleports in too, and he ends up swarming the rallies. So we will get to that here shortly, but you can see more people teleporting in. We do end up all sad facing. I double check my hospital because I know that my hospital is going to overflow if I'm not careful here. And I didn't want to march back with, low health marches because that's just going to get picked off. So I actually had to come over here and speed up my hospital just because I didn't want to take any dead troops. And so I made sure I did have my hospital healing here. That way, if I needed to, I could just go over mass heal again, just to avoid taking any dead troops needlessly from open fielding here. And so we are going to pretty much just sad face all of our marches here. Thankfully, we did not take any deads. Obviously from attacking the city, you take deads, but we didn't take any extra deads from a hospital overflowing, thankfully. But we did get fully swarmed down here from this guy that came over and attacked us. We'll take a look at the reports here. Obviously not as good when we got swarmed down. However, the first reports are pretty positive. So we'll take a look at all of those. And then we will also be launching a rally on the city as well that does get swarmed down. So we'll take a look at those reports here. And obviously these first ones are going to be pretty negative considering that we got swarmed down too. So you can see 1.29 million kill points for me, 770,000 for the enemies. We'll take a look at some of those. You can see this was against the city, so 10,000 dead, 111,000 dead for the city, all T4. And then obviously getting swarmed down, we did trade pretty negatively on that. And you can see my Nevsky Joan took 4,000 dead, inflicted 87,000 dead. So the kill points are also really good there. And then you can see the total kills. I did trade very negative against them swarming me. You can see the 7 wounds are all from the swarmers. And then same with them, the 7 wounds are from the swarmers. So they traded 11,000 to 44,000 for me. The kill points are actually pretty even because of that. And then we'll keep on going here to the next one. This is my Guan Yu and Alex. This one actually didn't get that many kills, 4,000 to 20,000. And so this one also got swarmed down, took a lot of AoE. And then here's my Boudica, also got swarmed down pretty hard too. Here was against the city, so not a whole lot of kills there. But then these should all be pretty good. So this is 20,000 power to 280,000. You can see the deads 3,000 to 69,000. And then kill points also really positive. And then the Guan Yu Alex, not as great, not really the best swarm march for a city. But Boudica YSG also did great tier 2. 3,500 dead to 70,000 dead. And then we keep on going here. My Scipio Herald traded pretty positive, 3,700 to 51,000. And then my Nevsky Joan, one of the best swarmers in the game, 3,500 to 65,000, very positive. And then Guan Yu Alex, a little bit more positive here, 6,400 to 32,000. And then we keep on going. Boudica YSG, 4,000 to 55,000. Kill points here are also really great. We did gain a ton of kill points in all these rallies and in city swarms here too. So we'll keep on scrolling through here and finish up the rest of these reports. These were the very first ones here, so a little bit less positive considering he had a lot more power. Especially here, this was my Scipio, that tank, that first one. So 12,500 dead to 129,000 in the hospital. Kill points are pretty good though, 1.3 million to 250,000. And then the last one here is going to be the Nevsky and Joan. Very positive, 3,700 to 65,000 in the hospital. And then we will go over to our first rally here. So you can see here, this is my Nevsky rally. We did get another scout report on here. And so you can see the scout report, he does have 568,000 troops left. Not many resources left, but all T4. And so we are going to go ahead and rally this. And then you can see these are the reinforcements that brought over. So you can see Krypton is over there. This guy's over here ready to swarm. I thought he was going to swarm the rally here, but he's actually just waiting for the reinforcements to leave. So he can swarm down the low health marches, which is ironic. I thought he was going to help swarm down the rally, which he probably would have traded better on. But we are going to end up rallying this, and Krypton is going to come out and also start swarming. And we have Noodle and Reaper that are over here swarming as well. And so in this situation, I really wish I would have had Attila, because that would have traded much more positive, especially against Krypton, because Krypton is definitely max tech. You can see he had his troops hiding in cities to start swarming right away, so he didn't have to manually pull them out of his city. And then, so the rally is going to come over and start hitting, and then these guys are coming over to try to attack it. And obviously the rally on the city is going to trade very positive, but then you also have the swarmers that are coming in and, you know, swarming it down. And so you can see Krypton is coming over here to start swarming. And we'll take a look at all the reports. I actually didn't trade that negative against Krypton, which kind of surprised me. And so this is a situation where I probably should have just retreated my march home, but instead I tried to start swarming the city again. And then, of course, they come over and target me over here too. And so first they start attacking this other guy, and then Noodle notices that I'm also swarming, so he attacks me instead. I feel like this is also just the downside of being a YouTuber, is that my name is just much more popular. And so people, you know, try to swarm me down first. You can see I would try to go to that node, but since we just looted that guy, I wasn't able to. But this was the report here. So this is against Krypton, against his swarm, so pretty even there. And then we can go over here to the rally, and then this was, we took 16,000 dead, 50,000 Zev wounds versus 230,000 dead and 170,000 Zev wounds. So we'll scroll down here. This is against the city. So we took 16,000 deads, filled up the rest of his hospital, and then 230,000 dead troops there. He did also have reinforcements in there too, and so that definitely went towards some of those deads and Zev wounds. 3.7 million kill points, 211,000 kill points. And then these were the swarms from Krypton, so I actually traded pretty even on all these as well. So definitely not the worst situation there. Nothing too negative on these swarms. And then when I went to swarm the city, probably not a great idea. Definitely don't recommend doing it. So I took 2,400 dead here to 22,000 dead on the city. But since I got swarmed down, I traded horribly here because, you know, I had very little troops left, and I was also taking damage from the city. So I was like 6x surrounded. So I took very negative trades there. But next we can go into the last rally here. So this is the last rally in the city. You still have people over here ready to swarm it. And then obviously people scouting it too, trying to see what's in it. These aren't full rallies. This is 1.2 million. We just didn't really have that many people online, and not a whole lot of people want to fight anymore because they're saving their resources for the next KVK. But we have a kill event going on, so I was also trying to get points for the kill event. And so we went ahead and started rallying some cities. We zeroed a couple. Obviously, I've had a couple other videos here posted about you know, swarming and rallying different cities. You can see their Noodle starts to swarm a little bit early. I don't know why he was way up there. He definitely should have been lower so he could start swarming when it hits the city. But then here's the rally hitting. And so this actually does trade pretty positive, I believe. They do swarm down the rally pretty low because, you know, it's only 1.2 million in this rally. But we do get the burn on the city. And then this one I am able to retreat because last time, you know, I knew how bad the report looked. when I stayed and tried to swarm again. So this one I did leave intentionally because I didn't want to take more sev wounds than I needed to. So we did get away on this one, but we'll take a look at the report here as well after we start trying to get away. So I'll fast forward here, we'll go up to the report. All right, so we can see right here, this was them trying to hit my march. And then here is the report on the city rally. So this was a swarm. So this one Noodle traded positive, and then we can keep going here. Also traded positive there. 1.25 million in the rally. So very, very low. Pretty much almost 3 times lower than what we should have had in this rally. And then we keep on going. And then this was against the city. So we can see 85k to 970k. So definitely worth it. 2.4 million kill points from this. So definitely worth the attempt to go over and do this. And then the cool thing you can look at here too, you can see the reinforcements that he had. So he had a couple people reinforce the city, but you can see the kill points that each person got. So you can see these 2 people put 400,000 troops in the city, and you can see they each got 51,000 and 65,000 kill points from reinforcing that city and taking those dead. So for both of them, not really worth it, besides, you know, killing off siege, but killing off, you know, actual troops, like both of them killed off archers, one killed off cabs and infantry, not worth it in that situation because they didn't really get many kill points for it. And then you can take a look at ours too. This is really cool because on the far right, you can see the kill points. So you can see I got 569,000 kill points from this for 4,100 dead and 10,200 sev wounds. In my opinion, that's definitely worth it. Definitely worth the deads and the sev wounds to get that many kill points. But this is a cool way you can see how many kill points you're actually getting from rallies and garrisons. So I really like that new feature that they added into the game. But if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see in the future. If you want to see more videos like this, more guides, more detailed videos like that, or if you really like these city rallies and city swarms. So let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.